watching MoreParz for the very first time. I have massive fear of insects and bugs and things that bite you, and I'm really nervous, but I'm really excited to check it out. Ready to dive in, chat? Let's go! Alright. Let's go. Let me know if the volume's okay. It should be good.
But recently we found a new one, because of course we fucking did. And the new one is the most certified Australia moment I've ever seen. For a bit of context, one of the several thousand spider species we are home to is the Sydney funnel web, the deadliest spider on the planet. Because of course it's down here. Where the fuck else did you think you were going to find it? These scary
fucking spider HQ, bro. Come on. Yeah, that's why I'm never going to Australia.
looking fuckers are highly venomous and can flatline you with a bite in 15 minutes. And if you think wearing thick clothes will save you, be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather. Now,
ah, hell nah, bro. You're telling me they can get me through my shoes? They can get my little toesies, bro? Oh, hell no. Absolutely not.
Why do I bring these little nightmares up? What is the one thing worse than a spider rocking armor-piercing rounds that can send you to heaven with same-day delivery? A bigger spider rocking the same perk setup. That's right, Australian scientists have found a brand new species of this funnel web that is even bigger. How much bigger?
How much?
Well, the standard Sydney funnel web grows to around 5 centimetres or 2 inches. And I mean, if you're asking me, 2 inches is more than enough. 2 inches is actually fucking huge.
Yeah, okay. I knew he was gonna make that joke. I knew it.
By comparison, this is the new one. It's twice the fucking
oh,
size.
Hell no, bro. It's actually a double in size. Look, dude, it even looks like its fucking legs are like armored even more, bro. That's disgusting. No.
4 inches of 8-legged menace to the animal kingdom. But that isn't even the best part. You see, do you know what they named this thing? Do you know what professional scientists named a supersized version of the most dangerous spider on the entire fucking planet? The Newcastle Big Boy.
You know what? Honestly, with something as scary as that, you might as well give it a cute name. The Newcastle Big Boy. Oh, there's a big boy in the house! Oh, get it! Fuck, bro. How I mean, I guess you would just say, oh, there's a fucking spider in the house. But, like, imagine.
Deadliest spider on the entire fucking globe.
Dude, look at its fucking
Big
fangs.
boy.
Bro.
Only in Australia. Platypus are weird, but I'm not sure you quite understand just how fucking weird. See, everyone knows the basics. They lay eggs, they sweat milk, and they look like God hit randomizer
and
on the Spore Creature Creator and just called it a day. But you see, mate, that's barely even scratching the surface of weird platypus features. First up, as is the qualifier for any Australian animal, did you know they're venomous? No, I'm not fucking with you, you heard me correctly. Male platypus actually have venomous spurs on their hind legs. These spurs are multi-purpose, acting as defense from predators, as well as a tool for throwing hands with other male platypus during mating season.
What the fuck is that?
Venom is non-lethal, that doesn't mean that getting stung by them doesn't fucking suck. See, platypus venom can cause extreme pain and swelling, and to ensure you remember not to fuck with them again, these effects can last for several months and have no treatment or anti-venom. So if Perry stabs your shit, your only option is to cry about it.
Dude, what is it with nature and making cute animals like the most dangerous fucking things ever? I mean, besides spiders, you know?
Next on the list of offensive capabilities, I shit you not, platypus share the same hunting method as sharks. You see, that big-ass bill isn't just for show, as it contains enough surveillance equipment to make the CIA blush. Possessing the ability to sense changes in pressure in the water, but most importantly, containing electroreceptors that track electrical signals from muscle contractions made by their prey.
What the actual
fuck,
bro?
Whatever they're chasing starts quaking in fear, they know about it.
Not
and
the
last
don't
but not least,
move!
as if those things weren't already unbelievable, we recently discovered something new. Platypus are fucking biofluorescent. They glow.
They glow.
If you hit these things with a black light, they go bright fucking green. And the best part of that is, we have no clue why they do it.
Do we even have like an equivalent or like an animal that's even similar to this? Because I feel like when it comes to like animals, they're pretty normal and like you can expect things out of them. like about their appearance, about their behavior, stuff like that. But when it comes to a fucking platypus, it's literally just the most random shit mashed up into like one. Closest America has is a beaver. Yeah, I guess a beaver is kind of weird. But not as, I don't know. It's still pretty, I mean, it's still pretty normal, I feel like. Compared to, I don't know. The platypus are the leftover parts. Echidnas are odd too. No, that's Knuckles the echidna. That's the guy with the gems from Sonic.
I mean,
yeah, that dude.
I guess it just means Perry was a biblically accurate platypus, man. I'll give up, man. Who fucking designed this thing?
Do you guys think that they made Perry the platypus? No, no, I guess not, because we just found out that the bioluminescence thing was a thing. Like, we just found that out. So it was just like RNG prediction.
Stepping on this rock could straight up paralyze you.
Oh, sick.
That's because this isn't actually a rock. That is a stonefish, a species of underwater menace native to Australia.
These guys
and
are cool.
Coming as a surprise to absolutely no one, it is also the most venomous fish in the ocean. Because of course it is. As if the fucking snakes and spiders weren't enough, now I can get packed up by a pet rock. But why is this Pokemon reject such a threat to my mental health? Well, you see, stonefish use their special venom for defense. However, unlike most other animals that do this little doesn't have the decency to dress like a neon sign to warn you. No.
No, he's undercover.
He's a 6th prestige prop hunt veteran, having evolved some of the most impressive camouflage in the animal kingdom to make hunting easier. And once they've set themselves up, they are basically indistinguishable from Patrick Starr's house.
Dude, I love stonefish though. I don't know why, they're just so cool to me. I know they're super poisonous and like, they're kind of ugly, but I think they're really freaking cool. They're like my favorite fish, bro.
Now, this is a fairly major problem as they love to live in the shallows on the beach, and that venom we talked about earlier is stored in these 13 giant, highly toxic spines that deliver venom when pressed on.
And where are they? Australia. Of course. Of course.
You can probably see where I'm going with this. Considering it's hard enough to spot these things while you're paying attention, if you were, say, on a romantic walk along the beach with
hell
the homies,
no.
and while distracted by his ethereal beauty, weren't paying too much attention to where you were walking, it would be very easy to place your foot in the wrong spot and step directly onto 13 hypodermic needles, which would then deliver a ginormous dose of neurotoxin.
Dude, look how fucking blue that is too. That's just how you know it's dangerous.
Right into your system. Oh, you thought it was normal venom. No. You see, these things maxed out the toxin skill tree, producing a mixture of 2 neurotoxins that can flatline you by collapsing your heart.
Level 100 alchemy.
Lungs in under an hour. And even if you survive, the sting still causes extreme pain, swelling, and tissue necrosis. Because
I've seen that.
Where
it's
even
very
the
scary.
scenery is trying to one-shot me.
Yeah, it is not worth looking up. That shit is disgusting. Oh my god. But the stonefish is so cool. But he's really awful.
This bird can straight hit you with a Mortal
Cassowary?
Kombat fatality.
Finish him.
Cassowary?
Introducing the cassowary, a species of ratite native to the land down under. And for once, guys,
the Australian turkey.
It's not venomous. Can still flatline you though, and I'm going to tell you how. You see,
they
these
beat the
neon
shit out of you,
belong
man.
to the same family of birds as the emu, and as such share their impressive size, coming in at a solid 79 kilos and growing up to 6 feet tall, meaning the short kings in my audience could, in theory, mount these things like a chocobo. But what makes them stick out from emus? Well, you see, the cassowary is basically a spec ops emu, being twice the weight, highly territorial, and most importantly, coming with a combat knife strapped to their foot. That's right.
Multiple combat knives, mind you.
This is a cassowary claw, and it's the reason they can hit you with a fighting game finisher. You see, these claws are a full 5 inches long. You know what I mean? Also, 5 inches, way too big for anything, and especially for something that's going inside me. And if you anger the tactical assault turkey, that is exactly...
What the hell, man? Okay, bro.
exactly what you're gonna get, as their go-to defense method is to kick you square in the gut with that kitchen knife and attempt to disembowel you. And I mean, even if the kick doesn't put your insides on the outsides, that kick is still going to send you flying, which can cause some fairly major problems. Problems like the incident that occurred in 2012, where I you not, a cassowary ran up behind a random tourist, hit the heavy attack button, and kicked the guy down a small cliff into the ocean.
Oh my god!
I mean, luckily he
Okay, but like the question is, what did he do to piss him off? God damn!
survived. But the fact that I live in a country where at any point I could be hit with a sneak attack by a kaiju turkey is terrifying. Touching this
I will say though, I love the cassowary. It's such a silly bird.
plant will put you in the hospital.
I'm dying.
This is the Gimpy plant, a piece of foliage that
I'm sorry. The what?
Gimpy plant.
The what plant?
Gimpy plant.
Why can't they just name anything normally, bro? Why is Australia like this?
To the land down under. And surprising no one, not only is the thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
sick.
of course, man. Even the fucking leaves down here have a problem with me. Growing in the rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in tiny hairs that upon closer inspection aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic needles waiting to stab you and break off inside your skin if you so much as brush them. One
Dude, what the fuck? It literally just looks like glass shards, man. That's horrible. Bro. And of course they look like normal leaves too. Like, why is everything in fucking camouflage at this fucking place, bro?
inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding, neurotoxin and
Oh, of
cause
course.
absolutely excruciating pain. I mean, like comedic levels of pain. With one person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted,
Oh,
and
sick.
another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth and she'd given birth 4 times. And the fucked up part is, the neurotoxin isn't even lethal. So this spiteful cunt of a plant is hurting you purely for the love of the game.
And he won't even put you out of your misery after. Dude, are you freaking kidding me? Australia check, neurotoxin check. What else is missing? It's big as fucking anything. It looks like a large leaf, too.
Mind you, there are reports of people saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being put in the ground. This
Oh my god, did he do that? Oh, hell no. I gotta look that up later. What the hell?
is because Groot's little hellspawn cousin here can continue hurting you for literal years after being stung.
Years?
This is because those thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them down. And with how thin they are, your skin will usually close up over the top of them, meaning that these neurotoxin-emitting slivers can sit inside your skin for literal years, releasing more neurotoxin anytime that they're moved or disturbed. This
Oh my
constant,
God,
chronic,
bro.
agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad that there have even been records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt F4ing existence to make it stop. This particular incident came from a man
Jesus.
who accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper.
No!
I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts.
Oh my god. Whoa, that's probably the worst. That's probably gonna be the worst.
Crocodiles are just dinosaurs that forgot to go extinct. I am dead serious, and I cannot think of a croc species to better make my point than the saltwater crocodile, a species native to the land down under, and shocking
course.
absolutely no one, yes, it can and will eat you.
Have you ever I don't know if it's alligators or crocodiles, but there's one of those disgusting lizards. And what they do is they pretend to look like a human, like stuck in the water to trick you. Oh my god, bro, it's so scary.
You see, keeping on theme with the whole forgetting to go extinct thing, the Salties stat spread just feels like something that should have been patched out with the rest of Jurassic Park, starting with their ridiculous size.
Oh my
You see, Salties
god!
are the largest reptile on
Huge.
the planet, coming in at a total of 6 fucking meters long with a maximum weight of 1,100 kilos.
That's a fucking truck, bro. That is the size of a car. Oh, hell no, bro.
Which makes this murder lizard genuinely longer than my fucking car.
That's what I'm saying!
The part is that despite being longer than my ute, they are for some reason absolute masters of stealth. You see, crocs are ambush predators, which is a scientific way of saying they are dirty fucking campers.
True. True.
See, they've got two raised eyes that sit on the top of their heads, which means they can submerge their Ford Falcon-sized frame basically entirely under the water without sacrificing the ability to spot whatever they are looking to turn into a Happy Meal. And from your perspective as the Happy Meal, they are really difficult to see, which makes
Holy
it
shit,
very
man.
easy to walk just a little too close and, yeah, get bitten in half by that hydraulic press that they call a mouth.
Can you go anywhere in Australia without, like, basically just rolling the dice every time you leave your house? Shit, you be rolling the dice in your house sometimes with the spiders, bro. Like, what the... Oh, hell nah, man. Oh, hell nah.
That's right, just like any
Oh, hell
these
no.
scaly arseholes are packing a one-shot in the form of one of the highest bite forces of any animal on the f***ing planet, having been recorded at putting out a maximum of 3,700 psi of force through their jaws. To put that into context, your skull will crack at 1,100 psi, so a croc would pop
Three
your head
times
like a
that.
watermelon. And if you don't immediately get folded by the first bite, those jaws will latch onto you as the croc begins a death roll,
Oh,
spinning
yep,
its
the
ton of
roll,
body
the
weight like a
roll.
washing machine until whatever part of you it has decided to eat snaps off and is added to its protein goals. But the best thing about the crocodile is their build is so f***ing good. They have genuinely been around with very little evolutionary change for 65 million years. Which means I grew up watching Steve Irwin wrestle dinosaurs for fun.
I know, and he's like the best guy ever, bro. Dude, they're so freaking cool, but like they're so scary. I don't know. I love crocodiles. I think they're so cool looking, but holy shit, are they scary? And that very little changes, they got smaller. I know! Have you guys ever... I can't remember. Dude, I always get crocodiles and alligators confused with each other. But one of them, whenever they're babies, they make little, like, Galactica sounds. Like, they sound like the spaceships, bro. It's so fucking cute.
Rest in peace, you absolute f***ing legend. Koalas are really...
One has a V shape, one has a U shape. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Koalas are really dumb. In fact, Australia's fuzzy icon is probably the dumbest thing on the planet. And that stupidity starts with their diet, because of all the things they could have chosen to eat, they chose to eat nothing but straight up poison.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like we can't really judge anymore with what we be eating, you know? I don't know about that.
You see, koalas feed exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, which, shocking no one, are highly toxic, because they are full to the brim with eucalypt oil, which is so f***ing poisonous that as little as 3.75 mil is enough to land you in the afterlife, with the Reaper asking you why the fuck you felt the need to eat a leaf.
And of course, those are also in Australia, because why wouldn't they be?
Oh, it's also highly flammable and burns like napalm, because Australia.
Holy shit!
Despite nature putting up this giant do not eat sign, that did not stop the koala, because he can't fucking read. This suboptimal bulking diet not only gives the koala fuck all in the way of nutrition, but also requires their body to rest to filter out the toxins so they don't fucking cark it. Meaning they need to spend upwards of 18 hours a day sleeping in order to just digest their fucking food. These dumbasses spend most of their life in a food coma. That is, however, if they even get to the food to begin with, because they are so mind-numbingly brain dead that they will not recognize a eucalyptus leaf as food unless it is on the branch. I could give...
Oh my god, there's literally not a single thought in his head. Like, dude, this is like a gateway into his brain. And you... There's nothing there! It's a gateway to his brain and there's nothing there! His head is smooth, you can't even dent it. There's kind of a little, like, dent here. There's a little dent going on at the top here. Brain is aerodynamic. His head is aerodynamic.
this dumbass a lifetime supply of food, and if it wasn't on a stick, he would starve to death. It should come as no surprise to you at this point that the koala has such an esky temperature IQ that they literally have a smooth brain. The thoughts slide
it's
right
literally.
off this dumb c***. I love him.
He's so cute though. Like, he's really, really cute. The thoughts might slip straight off his brain. He might not have any, like, the lights are on, but there hasn't been anyone home in at least 20 years. But he's so cute. He's so cute. Will we find Nye in this video? Maybe. There's some dangerous octopi.
This wasp is basically a xenomorph. Introducing the tarantula hawk wasp.
Oh, hell
one of
no.
the most nightmare-inducing insects on the planet. And the reason it's such a threat to your mental health is because its hunting and reproduction strategy is ripped straight from Ellen Ripley's autobiography. But before we get to the strats, you're gonna have to learn a little bit about it first. Native to Australia, because of course it fucking is, this fucker is the largest wasp on the planet, coming in at a massive 2.5 inches. Which, I mean, boys, we would all agree.
Oh, hell no, bro! What the fuck? That thing is fucking huge. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
Well above average, right? Huge. And this is
Massive.
probably the most effective 2 inches has ever been because it has the second most painful sting of any insect on the planet. Coming
Oh, wait, I think I've seen a video of... Yeah, I think I've seen this video of this guy getting stung by it.
in just barely behind the bullet ant. Pack and a half-inch stinger with a potent venom that has been described as blinding, debilitating, and electric. Now, the size and poison aren't just for nothing, because as the name tarantula hawk wasp suggests, they are purpose-built, genetically perfect killing machines designed specifically to violate spiders, making Australia basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for them. But they don't just execute the spiders. No, that'd be too normal. Hawk wasps use spiders to reproduce in one of the most horrific ways possible. And that all starts with a female hawk wasp hunting down a tarantula. As the buff bulking spider takes a wrong turn down a dark alley, the hawk wasp, noticing the 8 sets of TNs on his feet, proceeds to fucking jump him, flying down from above to land a sting into the spider's abdomen, instantly and permanently paralyzing it. The Bug Harbour butcher then proceeds to drag the still completely conscious and aware spider into an isolated kill room, which is where the fucked up part really begins. Because our wasp isn't hungry, it's pregnant, and proceeds to lay its egg on the paralysed spider's abdomen. After about 3 to 4 days, that egg hatches into a larvae. A very, very hungry larva. Fortunately, there's a whole bunch of fresh fruit right here underneath them. That food being the still paralysed, still very conscious
it's alive?
Spider. The larvae burrows into the spider's abdomen and gets to work converting it into a KFC family bucket, consuming it from the inside out, purposely avoiding vital organs to keep the food nice and fresh. After it's done consuming a living being, the larvae breaks forth from the demolished corpse like a fucking chestburster and fucks off to continue the generational arachnid violation.
What the actual fuck, man? Are wasps even good for anything, man? Jesus. Ugh. Australia seems nice. Fuck, man. I don't know about that.
Anywho, good luck getting any sleep tonight.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm gonna sleep very soundly, knowing that those things are nowhere near me. And I am nowhere near Australia. Aren't plums made from wasps? I'm gonna be real. I think I could live without plums. I think I could live without them. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, bro. Absolutely not. I will now fear any product from Australia. Wait. They can't come in the boxes, right? No, they would never. They would never come in the boxes. They were never getting the boxes in the first place. I'm just I'm gonna stay ignorant. I'm gonna pretend that that's just not possible. I thought plums were made from plumbers. Okay, let's get back to the video.
A gorilla can't beat 100 men in a fight. He gets jumped. But that begs the question, which animal does win?
Hippo.
And the answer, stepping into the ring at 5 meters long and weighing in at a genuinely frightening 4,500 kilos, I present to you the hippopotamus. Yeah, look, a hippo causing a 100-long line at the gates of heaven after a fight is honestly pretty plausible. You see, despite the fantastic PR work Moodang has done for the hippopotamus community, doesn't change the fact that Moto here is a sentient Ford F-150, the temperament of a fucking serial killer who can win this fight for one very specific reason. You can't fucking hurt it.
Yeah, that too.
You say the hippopotamus is possibly the tankiest...
Dude, and they're fast as fuck too. Like, they can fucking sprint at you. And don't even get me started on the swimming. Like, if he sees you, you're fucked.
Land animal on the fucking planet, packing an unbelievably thick 2-inch hide. Now look, we all know 2 inches is a lot, especially in the sheets, but in the streets of the African savannah, this makes them practically... Don't believe me? Here is a hippopotamus walking away from 10 lions trying to convert it into a family meal.
Dude, he doesn't even care.
Notice how the hippopotamus does not give a single fuck. If Mufasa and his extended family can't hurt it, neither can you. However, don't let the fact that it's walking away fool you here. The hippopotamus is not a peaceful animal.
Oh my god!
Fact, violent, psychopathic, 4.5-ton thundercats that can and will bite you in half.
But they're so cute. They're so cute though. They're like so adorable.
A hippo's jaw produces 2,000 psi of pure crushing force. So if he catches your ass...
Oh, wait. Okay, so the crocodile or the whatever the fuck. The lizard has a higher one though.
You are the watermelon. And as if the hydraulic press wasn't bad enough, don't forget they've got 2 20-inch fangs in that mouth that'll put a hole in you big enough to stick your f***ing arm through. Honestly, the bite doesn't even f***ing matter. It weighs 4.5 tons and can run at 30k an hour.
Holy shit, that's so fun. Oh my god.
Getting hit by a charging hippo is like getting hit by a f***ing bus. There is no way we are winning a fight against something that could probably take out 10 people just by rolling over. In summary, don't f with the hungry hippo.
True. Fun fact, parts of South America have a hippo problem because of Pablo Escobar. Huh? Did he keep hippos as pets or something? Oh, he had a zoo? Oh.
Komodo dragons are horror villains.
Oh, but they're so cool.
Seriously, this industrial-sized lizard is easily one of the biggest assholes in the animal kingdom when it comes to hunting methods, packing a PhD in suffering and a double degree in biological warfare purely because they cannot be expending effort to hunt. You see, Godzilla's little cousin here is the largest lizard in the world, weighing up to 166 kilos and being a full 3.13 meters in length, which means, for the short kings in my audience, if you're brave enough, bang a motor transport right there.
I didn't know they were that big. I thought they were on the smaller side, bro. Holy shit, they're huge.
Now, being the reptile equivalent of a Cadillac Escalade means that the Komodo dragon needs to consume a lot of calories to keep that bulk going. However, rather than using that bulk to proactively chase down and body slam its prey, they can take down prey 3 times their size because as if being a reptilian tank was not enough, they are also venomous. And this
Of
isn't just your
course.
run-of-the-mill snake venom
'Cause
that,
why
you know,
not?
gives you a nice quick 15-minute death. No. A Komodo hunt starts with it running up to its prey and giving it a nice big chomp on the leg, injecting it
Damn.
with hemorrhagic venom. After biting, the Komodo dragon off and just sits there watching. The confused and
Dude, they're so fucking lazy, bro.
bewildered animal runs off into the forest, leaking blood, allowing that Komodo dragon to track it like a DoorDash order. A week goes by, and that bite wound isn't closing because hemorrhagic venom prevents blood clots. So, the animal is still slowly bleeding out, and the Komodo is still watching. More time passes. That bite wound gets infected because Komodos are carrion feeders, meaning that the inside of their mouth is full of enough rotting flesh and bacteria to give Asmongold a run for his money.
Oh my
The
god.
infection begins to drain the animal's strength, and the Komodo is still watching.
Dude, I can't get over the pic of him in the chair. I'm sorry, it's too funny.
Another week passes. The infection has spread, and the flesh has begun to rot. And you best believe that ass lizard is still there watching,
Of
like
course.
he's waiting for his meal to heat up in the microwave. Once the bleeding, disease-ridden animal becomes too exhausted to move on its own and collapses, the Komodo strolls over and eats it alive, shredding it into chunks if it's larger, or if it's small enough, swallowing it whole as it screams on the way down.
Whoa!
Even for me, man, that's fucked.
Bro, what the fuck, man? Dude, the Komodos are scary, dude.
This is the deadliest snake in the world. Introducing the
Oh, sick.
inland taipan, and being the deadliest venom noodle in the world, I will give you exactly one guess as to where it's found. It's Australia, of course. It's fucking
Of course
Australia.
it is, of
Be
course it
so
is.
serious here. Where the else did you think you were going to find it? Canada? More specifically,
Hell
as
no.
the name suggests, the taipan is found inland in the outback. Luckily, extremely far from civilization, because this homicidal hospital hose is the definition of size doesn't matter, because despite having extremely small fangs for a venomous snake, coming in at only 6.2 millimeters,
Oh, they're so tiny.
the taipan is here to show you that you absolutely f***ing can feel less than an inch, because those fangs contain the statistically deadliest snake venom on the fucking planet. Yeah, taipan venom is a pina colada of pain, containing, but not limited to, hemotoxins to cause blood clots, myotoxins for paralysis and necrosis, nephrotoxins to shut down your kidneys, and 3 different kinds of neurotoxin.
I'm starting to realize that Australia and neurotoxins they honestly just go hand in hand. Dear God.
Needless to say, if it bites you, you will get a headache, vomit up the entire contents of your stomach, collapse to the ground in agonizing pain, and then your heart and lungs will stop, sending you to meet God in under 15 minutes.
Holy shit, man.
And
Have
that
any
venom
percent
is so
speed
fucking
run?
potent that one bite contains enough toxin to do that to 100 people. But the funniest part of this snake's venom is that in the wild, they only hunt rats and f***ing mice. The deadliest venom on the planet.
Of fucking
and they are
course.
using it to pack up Remy the rat.
Of
It's like hunting a
course.
rabbit with a f***ing AWP.
That's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
No!
Counter-terrorists win.
Oh my god, he knows ball.
This adorable
Oh my
little
God, it's
octopus
me!
is also the world's deadliest.
It's me. That's
Introducing
me.
the blue-ringed octopus, a species of cephalopod native to Australia, and in a shock to precisely 0 people at this point, It's venomous.
Of
Because
course.
of course it's fucking venomous. Why wouldn't it be venomous? That'd make my life way too fucking easy. Now, to its credit, unlike most of the toxic bullshit in this hellscape I call home, they at least have the common decency to be coloured like a fucking neon sign. However,
they're so
it immediately
cool-looking.
loses this credit by being the octopus equivalent of a fucking hobbit, coming in
Is that the octopus from World of Warcraft? You're a Dumbo octopus? I'm a space octopus.
smaller than a 50-cent coin. And this
He's so
is
small.
a problem, because it is the most venomous octopus in the world. That's
Okay, I have a question. So if it's the most venomous, why the fuck is everyone touching it with their bare hands, bro? Lore accurate eye height. Okay, man.
right, this fluoro spaghetti ball is packed to the brim with neurotoxin. More specifically, tetrodotoxin. You know, the same shit that turns cooking a puff fish into a quick time event? Yeah, these little guys are packing it too. However, because it is Australian, the blue-ringed octopus is on violence timing and is the only animal in the world to use this shit as an offensive measure by way of a venomous bite. But what does
it's a
the venom
bite.
actually do? Well, imagine you're wading through the rock pools with the homies, and you accidentally disturb this little gentleman's residence. The blue ring, taking the American approach to home defense, suctions onto your leg and bites you. Best part, it's completely painless. So if you're distracted by how thick your mate's looking in those Speedos, you aren't going to feel shit. That is, until your face starts tingling like TV static. It's warm out here under the sun, but you weren't sweating like this 5 minutes ago, and now you got a headache. You start to feel sick, weak. You go to call out, but your voice comes out slurred like you just knocked back a bottle of vodka.
2 shots of vodka.
And then suddenly, your legs come out from under you, and you hit the beach. Fun fact about tetrodotoxin. It's a paralytic. Freezes up your muscles one by one, starting with your arms and legs, which is why you're kissing the sand. You know what else is a muscle? Your diaphragm, the muscle that controls your breathing.
No.
And yeah, turns those bad boys off too. And so, your chest stops rising and falling, and you suffocate to death right there on the beach.
Oh my god, bro. That's horrible. And it's not even like your throat closing up or anything. It's just your fucking lungs don't work. I can't imagine what that feels like. Oh my god.
Now, you may be wondering, how come no one called an ambulance? That's easy. They didn't have time to. You went up to meet your ancestors in under 20 minutes.
Oh my
God ordered your ass with same-day shipping, and this little fucker delivered. Employee of the month. This shrimp can cause explosions.
My main goal is to blow up.
Dude, I could not have chosen a better clip for that. But what the fuck do you mean they can explode?
Introducing the mantis shrimp, native to the West Indo-Pacific Ocean and possibly the coolest crustacean under the sea. Because this fluorescent armored sausage is actually a voracious, bloodthirsty predator rocking enough surveillance equipment to scare the CIA with a weapon powerful enough to surpass Metal Gear.
What
See,
the
the
fuck?
mantis shrimp is a highly effective predator, and they find and track their prey with easily the most advanced set of eyes on the fucking planet. First off, each of these eye stalks can rotate independently like a periscope, giving them a
Ew.
full 360 degrees of vision. However, more importantly, they can see colours we can't. You see, the mantis shrimp's eyes contain a full 15 photoreceptor cones compared to our 3. Which is a fancy way of saying they can see in 16K HDR with ray tracing enabled at 500 render distance.
Oh, my piece.
My
And not only is the
PC!
visual clarity unmatched, they can also see into the infrared and ultraviolet light spectrums. And despite all of this, they still can't find who asked. What they can, however, find is their next meal. The mantis shrimp subsists on a diet of fish, worms, squidward, and, most importantly, Mr. Krabs. Now, crabs famously exist inside of a defensive shell. So, how does this polite little gentleman break into the shell? Simple. He throws hands. That's
Oh my
right, weighing in at
God.
only 90 grams and 38 centimeters in length, the mantis shrimp has a punch that produces 15,000 newtons of force. That is
What the
176 newtons per gram. So if a human was capable of that same kind of force, a right hook from someone who weighs 80 kilo would be like getting hit in the face with 6 sticks of dynamite. Now, to produce that force,
Oh my fucking God, bro. What? Okay, so what would happen if in theory, what would happen if a human got hit by one? Would you just have would you get would you get a hole in your arm just like a bullet would? Fuck, man.
its claw needs to be moving at 83 kilometers an hour, which is so fast it creates a vacuum in the water called a cavitation bubble, which then immediately collapses at such a speed it creates a miniature explosion that flashbangs the target and reaches a temperature hotter than the surface of the sun. Mr.
Again, I restate my question. What the fuck is wrong with Australia, man?
Krabs is getting f***ing disintegrated.
Money, money, money.
They don't mention this, but the reason it can only do that punch underwater is because of the resistance of the water preventing it from shattering. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. So what you're saying is that if he tried to do it to some a human underwater, he would break their bones, basically. That's kind of insane. And they're so small too. It's just a funny pet. You can keep them as a pet? How long do you think you could survive in Australia? 3 seconds. 3 seconds. That's the best I got.
Most snails
3 seconds maximum, mind you.
aren't scary, except for this one. This one's Australian. Introducing the cone snail, an aquatic mollusk native to the land down under. And as seems to be the requirement when sharing your postcode with a kangaroo, you guessed it,
God.
it can quite easily cause your neck snap to be in a coffin. And the way to achieve it is this bad boy right here. You see, despite most snails having a reputation for being slow goobers that get folded by a salt shaker, the cone snail is a highly effective ambush predator. And you may be wondering, how the fuck does a creature that moves slower than the GTA 6 development cycle hunt anything?
When the fuck did this get released? You know what? Oh my God, that's so true.
Well, that's simple. It has a grappling hook. That's right.
What the fuck? What do you mean, bro? Okay, I'm fully convinced that Australia is just an experiment and that they've taken all of these animals and just given them all these really busted skills and technology. There's just no fucking way that nature makes all of these creatures and then only puts them in fucking Australia, man. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. It's gotta be a government plant. It has to be, man.
Harry's murderous little cousin here is a roadhog, mate.
Hi there.
And he hunts by slow...
Wait, I'm a roadhog maid. Sorry.
slowly but surely stalking up on his prey until he's just within range, and then bang! The cone snail does a quarter circle input, spitting out a toothed harpoon at 90 kilometers an hour. This harpoon then nails its prey, allowing them to reel it in like he's playing Scorpion. And in case that wasn't bad enough, as seems to be a requirement for spawning on Australian servers, it's venomous.
Of course.
That harpoon also
Let me guess. Neurotoxin.
injects its prey with a highly potent neurotoxin.
Yeah, there
that
it is.
Instantly paralyzes it.
Fucking
This
called
means
it.
it cannot put up a fight, as it is sucked into the snail's ginormous maw like a
Oh my
nightmarish
God.
version of Kirby. And, just in case you thought for once you might be safe, cone snail venom is potent enough to kill 700 people with one sting.
700? I thought he was just gonna stop at 7. That's me eating sushi also. Honestly, me too. Shit.
Oh yeah, and there's no anti-venom. Because it's not enough that it can kill me. No, I have to die knowing there is zero counterplay. Who balanced this
Me realizing I lost to a mollusk player. I swear this is a government experiment. This shit is not real. There's just no way. Dude, I swear it's where they put all the failed experiment animals, because I could genuinely not see this actually happening naturally in nature. It just does not make sense. Australia needs a balance patch ASAP.
If you see this thing T-pose, run! Introducing the anteater, a goofy little creature native to Brazil, and to understand why the absolute stance on this bad boy is a threat to your health.
I thought they were chill. I thought anteaters were like chill. What? I'm scared.
You're gonna have to understand a little about his lifestyle first. Now listen, I know this may come as a shock to you, but the anteater eats ants. And weighing in at 40
I could have never guessed. I could have never guessed.
kilos and 1.8 meters in length. He needs to
What the
consume
fuck?
upwards of 40,000 ants per day. Now, in order to help him hit his bulking goals, the anteater has a mystery mouse tool stored inside that XL sniffer.
Bro, I don't even think I've seen 40. Like, I don't even think I've seen 400 ants in my lifetime. 40,000 a day? Damn, bro.
A 60
confused.
centimeter long tongue. Designed to snake its way down an ant colony's tunnel network, smash into their living room, and
Oh my
abduct
God.
the entire cast of Bugs Life and convert them into a high-calorie meal. However, what that tongue do only goes so far, as an ant colony can extend up to 4 meters underground, and termites live in high-rises, which means our boy here is going to have to do a little excavation to get to the goods. But last I checked, an anteater can't go down to Bunnings and buy a shovel. So how does he dig? Oh, that's simple, with the
What? How?
combat knives he has for claws. Yeah, anteaters are permanently cosplaying Freddy Krueger with a set
Oh my
of
God, that's so
4-inch
real.
claws, which, proving the effectiveness of a few inches, can crack through f***ing concrete. Now, these work great for
Pardon
digging,
me?
but they are also more than capable of flatlining you. When threatened, the anteater will rear up into a defensive T-pose. This is your sign, if you are smart, to turn around and f*** all the way off. If, however, you were, say, some dumbass trophy hunter who really felt the need to try and stab an animal for no reason other than ego, the anteater will swipe at you with those claws, which are at the perfect height to nail your inner thigh, slip through your flesh like butter, and sever your femoral artery, causing you to bleed out in 2 minutes while the anteater watches you go meet your ancestors. Can you imagine having to explain to your
Wild.
ancestors who felled woolly mammoths you got your packed up by the most unserious creature on the planet hitting a T-pose?
Dominance asserted. God, that's so true.
Australia's scariest spider is hiding a
Oh,
deep secret.
no!
But what is?
Oh my God, that's so fucking scary, actually. Fuck. For context, I have arachnophobia, by the way. What the fuck is that? Okay.
Well, introducing the Huntsman, native to the land down under, and the #1 cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera. And look, in defense of said tourists, I will be the first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair make him look like Slender Man's testicle. Now, as if having a negative
my
publicity stat
pages.
wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the Huntsman spider grows up to 30 f***ing centimeters in size, making it the...
I will not be going anywhere near Australia, ever. Ever. What the fuck is that? I mean, like, listen, man, where I live, we have big spiders too. But what the fuck is that? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Absolutely not.
Largest spider on the planet by leg span, and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long. Now, being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150...
Oh my god, please stop putting him on screen, man. I'm so scared.
think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tank build.
Tank build.
Unfortunately, the Huntsman is f***ing turbocharged. Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia. However, that's his big secret. The Huntsman is a big sweetheart. You see, despite looking like an SCP, Huntsman...
I don't trust him. I feel like I'm being lied to right now. I do not trust him.
Are incredibly timid, and on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing one of these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because if you see a huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes.
Okay, so basically he's like a house spider, but like just very large. Okay, but like, can he go up to bat against all the other spiders and shit? Can he like fuck them up, or can he only like get the little bugs? I don't know, man. Listen, we'd have to set some ground rules, alright? He might have to pay some rent, I'm not gonna lie.
Because he's eaten them. You see, he understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control. I personally have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you, they're pretty good company. Except for the part where they cause car crashes. Yeah, you see, huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces and cracks, and they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is trying to flashbang you, yeah, they like to sleep in there and you've just dropped one into your lap.
Oh god, no way, bro. But they're safe, right? So I guess it's okay. It's just like, oh, hey, buddy. I mean, not for me. I'd scream and definitely crash my car. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like I could like him. I feel like I could grow to like him, you know? It's like whenever, you know, never mind. That was kind of mean. Oh boy, that's a little scary.
Now, whatever you do, don't panic or you're gonna crash the...
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it took me like fucking 15 years to be okay with like tarantulas and like little baby jumping spiders. But I don't know. I feel like it would take me at least another 20 years to get used to whatever the fuck that is. Ooh, field trip to Australia when? Fucking never. Never happening. I'm sorry. Not happening.